Today I'm going to be counting down my top 5 favourite lesbian couples that aired in July 2021. Number 5, Joy and Zoe from The Good Witch. I never watched The Good Witch until recently when Kat Burrell joined the cast to play Joy Harper, who is a long-lost descendant of the Merriwick witch line. Even after Kat joined, I really didn't pay too much attention to the actual show. All I really cared about was the relationship that was developing between Joy and Zoe, a local firefighter. The show is cheesy, and so is Joy and Zoe's storyline, but they're cute, they have great chemistry, and they've also made history by being the first same-sex couple to kiss on a Hallmark channel. So if you haven't already, I would definitely recommend checking out their storyline, especially if you're a fan of Kat Burrell and cheesy storylines. Number 4 is Riley and Greta from the HBO Max series Generation. Generation is a top tier show and I would definitely recommend checking it out, even if I wasn't as in love with Riley and Greta as I am. Generation follows a group of high schoolers who have joined the school's GSA club, so the show is hella gay. Riley and Greta's storyline had me hooked though. I absolutely felt all those feels. I could relate to both Greta and Riley at different times, and I also really love that they're exploring asexuality with Greta. Riley and Greta's storyline is a slow burn, so be ready to be tortured by them, but there is still plenty of angst to come as their storyline was left on a bit of a cliffhanger at the end of season 1. So I'm here praying to lesbian Jesus, please Hailey, let HBO pick up Generation for a second season. Amen. Number 3 is Luce and Amity from The Owl House. The Owl House is an adorable Disney show where the lead of the show, Luce, is now canonically queer and in a relationship with Amity. Amity had been harboring feelings for Luce throughout the first season, but we weren't sure if those feelings were going to be reciprocated by Luce. Thankfully they were, as we've been seeing throughout the second season, and we had an adorable scene between Luce and Amity in episode 8 of the second season where Luce builds up the courage to ask Amity out. When I say I died, I died. I just love that they are the definition of gay panic. They are freaking adorable. Okay, I'm done with my Lumity fangirling. I mean, you can never really be done, but I have to move on to the next couple. If you couldn't guess already though, I would highly recommend checking out their storyline. Number 2 is Casey and Izzy from Netflix Atypical. I honestly just have a huge weak spot for Casey and Izzy. I've been obsessed with them since season 2 and have been hoping Casey was queer since season 1. Casey and Izzy have their ups and downs, but they always come back to each other and they grow with each other by their side. Even though this season was the final season for Atypical and we won't get to see Casey and Izzy anymore, I'm really happy with where they left our two girls this season. Both have plans for their future, determined not to hold each other back, but may end up following the same path. Casey and Izzy have some insane chemistry and I was just totally all heart eyes with both of them this season, which you can see in my reaction video that I did. So for that reason, I've put them in my number 2 spot. And coming in at number 1 is Sam and Dina / Sarah and Hannah from the Fear Street trilogy. Fear Street was absolutely bonkers that I had a lot of fun watching. Again, I made reaction videos to both the first and the third movie. I just love that Sam and Dina's / Sarah and Hannah's storylines were the heart of the series. And Sam and Dina, a lesbian couple, got to survive the horror movie and live their happily ever after. I had to put both couples in because while I adore Sam and Dina's storyline, because Sam was like possessed for a good portion of the time, and we started the series with Sam and Dina not in a great place, I really love that we got to see Sarah and Hannah's relationship develop on screen. I love the pining, the longing looks, the chemistry in their scenes was fire. But I love both couples. Sarah and Hannah walked so Sam and Dina could run. So that's my top 5 lesbian couples from July 2021. Who's on your top 5 list? Let us know in the comments below. But that's it from me. I will see you all in my next video. Okay, bye.